I am currently learning about Lightning Web Components and not entirely sure how to explain what they are at the moment, aside from they're like buttons, links, settings, tabs that you create and customize within Salesforce, right? But yeah, I'm going through a whole training module on Trailhead and learning about it excuse me, because I have to make some stuff for work. So I am about to go take a walk. Got to take a break, right? Relax. Get my eyes away from the screen because I spend a lot of time looking at a screen. Okay, so I just got a call. Well, actually, I made the call. I had to make the call. Pretty upset I had to do that because they should be updating me, right? So I called. I had dropped off my vehicle a couple days ago to get looked at because I got a coolant symbol up, right? So coolant's gone, right? You just had it topped off last week, or not last week, last month, and it came up. So there's a problem, right? Obviously, there's a problem. Apparently, the issue has to do with some certain part near the oil manifold where both fluids go through. That's at least that's what is being told to me. I'd have I like to do research as well just to get an idea of what's really going on. Granted, these people have been very good to me and they, you know, anyway, now I'm wondering the work that needs to be done. They're saying they cannot do it, but they recommended another place that said it's pretty good. But they also said that it may, you know, they told me the price. As much money as I put into this vehicle makes me question whether it's worth it, right? Because this is pricey, right? We're looking at close to 1,000, and considering how much money I've already spent into maintenance just last year with it, I've only had it for just over a year. Is it worth it? Right. This vehicle it's old. It is about 15 years old. It's reaching its point, right? I think 15 years is a pretty long time for a vehicle in the city, right? I'm driving around Atlanta, traffic, dealing with traffic, being in traffic. It goes through a lot, right? And I do not know, especially modern cars, the more modern they are, I do not think they were meant to last. And I think that's more of a to get you to buy a new car. Anyway, so I'm wondering whether it's worth it. We'll see. I don't know. I've been working on a work life balance recently, and especially working remote, this being my first remote job, it was challenging initially, right? I would get distracted, or I would end up investing more time, so much time into just getting work done or studying during training, and would spend hours just staring at the screen, and I'd forget to take a break to stand up and move around because I feel I had that idea of the new worker of I have to get all this work done to prove my worth. And I had to learn better. I had to learn that the reason they chose me is because I have a value, and not to overwork myself, not to overwhelm myself, not to stress myself out over things that I should not be stressing it over, and that I will make mistakes, and that's fine, and that learning is a process. And to try to cram everything immediately would end up with me forgetting things anyway, or just getting burnt out to where I just start not feeling motivated to work in the future. This kind of work, whether it be IT, working remote, or a combination of both, or just working in the behind the scenes, or working any job is not for everyone, right? There's a lot of discipline that comes into this, working at home, and not just discipline with not getting distracted, removing distractions, but discipline in taking care of your health, because people forget to leave, forget to go outside, get some sunshine, get some sunlight. And when oftentimes people that work outside of home work in the office, right, or at the location, they are outside already, right? They're going out, they're walking to their car. Well, my phone vibrated. They're walking to their car, they're going out, so they're already out. So they end up going places a lot of times because they're already out. When people work at home, a lot of times they end up spending the entire day inside. So I have to make sure that I'm going out, taking time to have a walk and stuff like that. I am learning that this industry, being in this field, that it also is not for everyone, because it does require you to be ready to consistently learn. Once you're trained on the basics, right, the stuff that you are trained on in the beginning is just to get you started, and you have to continuously educate yourself and be up to date with what is going on in what you use and what you do, because everything's changing, everything's evolving. Businesses, organizations are always working to do better and to provide a better service, a better product, and to save money. And you should be able to keep up, or you will be left behind. I had to make sure not to work past certain hours because I was so ready to learn certain things or try to get knowledge, just enough knowledge on something that was assigned to me, that they knew, the team knows that I'm learning, but then I have that idea that I need to show that, hey, I'm putting an effort into this, and I had to step away from that. And with that being said, new people are coming in, and some of them are coming to me for questions and assistance, and I have to be sure to give them that same information and that same knowledge, and based off my experience, sharing my experiences to make sure they're not overworking themselves. And it's easier said than done, especially when you're new to it, because they are still doing it, it is what it is. But I'm trying to be there to make sure that they're still taking some steps back to take care of themselves. I just uploaded a movie review on my other channel. Go check it out. It would be nice to get your support. Would really appreciate it. And it's pretty good. I recently made a new Twitter account, and I'm still barely on it because I stopped getting on it a while ago, and so I just had no reason to have it, so I deleted my other one and made another one, but it is strictly for bothering certain people. So I am an aspiring screenwriter, as you may already know. And to a lot of connects, right, within the industry, or even ones that are just about to get into the industry, or even, people that maybe are not necessarily in the industry, right? But they're known for their work, right? In screenwriting, directing, film, any aspect of filmmaking, right? And a lot of them are on Twitter. So I'm there pretty much just to bother them and message them for insights, for connects, for ideas, or more so ideas of how to get in and who to interact with, and if I can connect with certain people, right? Building this network. And that's pretty much what it is all about. I can see myself deleting the account again 2-3 years down the line. Probably. Especially if I make it, right? If I get to a certain level, I don't need to bother them. At least I feel I will have access to other channels to connect with certain people. So, yeah. I am just not a big social media person. I do not like having all these accounts. And every time I try to get rid of an account, I recognize that I may require one, or I require another one if I really want to get to a certain place that I want to. I have not made a TikTok yet. I actually never made a Vine, and I did like a lot of the Vines. I saw them mostly in the compilation videos on YouTube. And I do not have a Facebook currently. I do have a Instagram. And the Instagram, similar to, I suppose, the Twitter, was to connect with certain people. But I post a lot of my photography up on there. And I like sharing my photography with people, and I like connecting with a lot of the artists that are on Instagram. But and that is it had become social media has become what I have always seen it as, a tool, and it is in no way necessarily just for me to show off, right? Not like I do here on YouTube. It is for connections and networking, and it is that, right? It's not just for entertainment purposes, for my entertainment, or for me to just throw stuff out. Otherwise, I would not have it. So, yeah, I am about to jump on this meeting, get back to work for the day. I will talk to you all some other time. Until next time, you all take care of one another, check up on each other, check up on yourself, and remember, potential has no limit.